Guys, it's March 19th, 2024,
between President Biden and
and
Israeli Prime Minister
you can
Netanyahu.
see
That includes sending a team to Washington to discuss an alternative for a ground invasion
I'm
of
watching
Rafah,
CBS
last
Morning
stronghold,
News, and
where
you
more
can
than
see
a
that
million civilians are seeking
I'm
shelter.
not
The
lying
President
about
told the Prime Minister again
the
today
date at
that we
all.
share the
I'm
goal
pretty
of
sure this
defeating
corresponds
Hamas.
with what's going on
We just
everyone's
believe
television right now.
coherent and
I'm going to have to
sustainable
turn the
strategy
lights on.
to make that happen. As virtually half the population of Gaza is now officially starving, according to the World Body that declares famine. Seems like these
And
Palestinians gathering for flour has strained the White House's patience.
hold on.
Patience is also running out for the families of the hostages, like Itai Ken. Last
Not
week,
lying about the date,
confirmed the Israeli
but anyway,
the October 7 massacre.
so yeah, usually when I wake up in the morning, I do my dishes.
5 months, his father Ruby has
After taking a shower, brushing my teeth and so forth, and eating breakfast. And I just started working, writing, authoring the Constitution or legal tenets for or on the future Constitution of the Caribbean community and the future Constitution of the Union of the Americas, or the future Constitution of the Americas. I've written a work paper on the legal tenets of the future Constitution of Europe, or the future Constitution of the European Union, and yeah, I just looked online, and you can. I'm not lying at all. Whenever I do say online, I mean the web or internet, but you can actually look on the web and see that in Google Books I have republished the legal article version of the New Societies, Concepts and Apperceptions of an Eastern Caribbean Model of Commonality, a legal article version, 205 pages, completed and edited, perfected, in comparison to the book sketch that I published with iUniverse in 2012, which was completely unedited and was made deceptive for lawful and for lawful purposes and by lawful means. The original sketch, the book sketch, not the original sketch, but the book sketch itself, is 760 pages, and the legal article, it's not a sketch at all. It's not a sketch of any sort of kind or sort. It's complete and edited. Okay, it's not a sketch. It's not a initial or secondary draft. It's final. It's not a sketch. When I'm referring to the legal article of the same namesake, the New Society's Concepts and Apperception of an Eastern Caribbean Model of Commonality, it is documented as having initially been published on January 1st, 2022. I'm the same Shawn Dexter John who has published this. I'm the only Shawn Dexter John there is in the United States of America and elsewhere. I'm pretty sure that based on what Interpol has investigated, I am still the only Shawn John who was born with that particular name and who lives by that particular identity. Okay, so I'm not lying about any of this. But
you guys still have to struggle online. It is a major game changer for women who aren't near or can't get to a pharmacy.
These are the issues.
Women everywhere have a lot to say about this. Thank you very much.
On the news.
Spring officially begins tonight, but it does not feel like it this morning. A cold blast across much of the country has pushed.
So I'm gonna do the dishes right now.
Americans, even in the American South. Meteorologist Jackie Abrams with our partner on the Weather Channel has more on this early spring chill. Yikes, that's the morning.
I'm actually gonna do the dishes right now, but I just wanted you guys to see that the tap and everything is working, the faucet and everything is working. So my mom, she's gonna be able to move into this house with my siblings, and they'll be able to finish the renovation and everything. But she'll be able to move in the house. My agency company literally owns everything, owns this particular house, and the Central Intelligence Agency has incorporated this particular neighborhood, as well as several others in Central Florida and South Florida, for integration as development and so on. Okay, so it's officially owned by the federal government of the United States under covert action, but by lawful means. And my company, my agency company, actually owns certain properties, residential properties, and serves as the manager of the integrationist project of Central Florida and South Florida, without any sort of detriment to me and my particular household or family member family members in extension. Okay.
We first reported on the case of
So
CJ Rice more than a year ago. Rice had been serving a 30 to 16-year sentence.
it's not just in you guys' minds. I am not a genius just in professional sciences or in law and government. And I am a genius. I am a bona fide genius. I'm not sending, listen, I am not sending any sort of subliminal message, communicating that I'm not a real or authentic genius. That's not what I'm doing. I'm authentically a genius tested as having the highest IQ rating and level amongst all government workers throughout the United Nations, in every member state of the United Nations. Interpol has done the examinations and the assessments and this and that, and by far, I'm clearly the most competent and astute when it comes to law and government, and by natural abilities, I'm clearly superior to those of my counterparts, or even certainly my colleagues. Okay, because they do want me to do all of the work on my own because they trust what I've been blessed with, and I've explained why I've been blessed with this. I don't have to go into this any further, but we should be able to get everything up and running. And I'm not speaking about any drugs or criminality. Up and running. We are going to have Interpol offices within all throughout the United States of America. We're going to open official and expressed Interpol offices all throughout the United States of America, and the National Bureau of Interpol in Washington, D.C. is no longer fictitious or ceremonial. It is now nominal, and it's going to lead the operation of supervising the federal government of the United States of America here in the United States of America. And Interpol will eventually evolve into being completely incorporated into the United Nations system, especially as world government in 2044.
Rice has been out on bail since December.
Coming home after a wrongful conviction is one of the most difficult things I think a human can do.
All right, so you can see,
barriers, financial,
actually,
emotional.
it's still March 2024. Based on the stories that I just showed you guys on CBS News, Morning News, you're certainly going to know from the get-go that this is March 2024, and I assure you this is March the 19th, 2024. Okay, so there ought to be no sort of a misunderstanding. I do like watching, or not watching, but listening to jazz in the morning. I've been busy, over the past few months, so I haven't had to do so consistently, but I'm gonna get back to doing so, listening to jazz, maybe even on a daily basis again, But anyway, all right. So I'm gonna do my dishes. I took my shower already. I brushed my teeth. I did my grooming. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to finish shaving. I'm gonna have to finish shaving. But anyway, took my shower, ate breakfast for the most part. I'll be able to finish my grooming when it comes to shaving my head and my facial hair and stuff. I do this every morning like a normal person. I want you guys to know that. I interact and I have daily normal activities. So there's nothing else going on when it comes to my personal, non-professional life. Okay, right now I'm focused on doing what I need to do, and eventually I'm going to be able to be with my family household again. We're going to have change of corporate identities, and we're going to do what we need to do to be happy again. We're going to do what we need to do to be happy again, and we're not going to serve any sort of detrimental project or operation in doing so. We're not going to intently abuse anyone toward our happiness. So but yeah, me, Rashida Williams, and our daughter, biological daughter together, Keisha Williams, originally Keisha John, I'm going to make sure that we are happy together for the rest of eternity. Okay, so that's what's going to happen. It does not matter how angry they are at this particular point that things have not worked out perfectly, proceeding over the past decade or so, and including right now. But very soon, the miracles that I promised will arise. Okay, so I'm going to be very happy, very, very happy very soon to see them with me happy very soon. Okay, so things are going to work out. I promise you. Okay, Dad, things are going to work out. You're going to forgive the Central Intelligence Agency for not having briefed you in every matter, and things are going to work out. I promise. I haven't shaved yet.
and what are the right choices to make for you and your family.
Yeah, this is still Shawn Dexter John. I have still March 19th, 2024. And I do have a few more points to make. So yes, I'm gonna publish. I guess a work paper. It's a more sort of a consolidated work paper of brief work papers on the constitutional tenets of what I have detailed earlier, and I'm gonna have it published on Google Books. I'm gonna have it published today. Actually, it might become active or live a few days from now, but I'm gonna have it submitted today to Google Books to have published online officially. They are no longer just going to be online on my website, my blog site. And I mean, those particular papers consolidated into one work paper, one literary work on constitutionalism, integrationist constitutionalism for the most part. But, and it's going to be American based, okay? So I'm going to explain that it's American based, okay? So that's going to be part of it. But yeah, I'm going to place it in Google Books. And so my other works, my literary works, legal and political works and documentations and so forth, including the legal article they are published with and stored with script.com. I also do have a lot published or posted on linkedin.com on my profile. And I do have much of the documents stored and documented on my Facebook account and this and that. So the Interpol office is now, opening up an essential intelligence agency and storing all of the databases. And no longer going to appear to be non-judicious in recruiting officially. I'm not being recruited. I am honestly the chief manager of the United States government, but I did create a program over a decade ago to help the Central Intelligence Agency and Interpol detect, analytical astuteness or proficiency or exceptionalism and this and that, as part of the recruitment culture of the Central Intelligence Agency and Interpol. So there are so many different elements of our operations as a partnership and my management of this particular partnership and via additional contracts protecting that management duty. I have become the chief manager of the United States government and its partnership recognized by the Central Intelligence Agency, the Department of State silently, and Interpol, and nationally, ceremonially, and nominally within certain agencies, the United Nations. Okay, so this is not illusory, this is not ceremonial, this is not just title-based, this is not some sort of drill, this is not some sort of pet project, this is a very serious matter, or these are very serious matters. Okay, guys, so that's all I needed to explain additionally. Okay, guys, so